So guys, so I'm starting today the tutorial with the on Spring Boot admin. We have already seen a lot of Spring Boot admin UI that has come up and which has been very wonderful. It's all about how you manage your Spring Boot applications. Right now, we were earlier using a lot of equitators and all those things, and after that, we have seen we were being requiring an UI, a UI in the purpose where we can see our matrices, where we can see our details, environments, beans, configurations. We can see a bit of loggers on which package we wanted to on it off or all. Later I will be telling you about more on it. Audit logs, which has been success failures and all those context to JMX. We can see about any implementations, threadings, what thread dumps that you can see has been there. Okay, heap dumps and more about, let's suppose if I wanted to download and heap dump, so I can go and I can check about an heap dump and about then caches and all those things. So basically Spring Boot admin has come up to monitor your Spring Boot applications through this nice tool. And apart from this, earlier, yeah, I can see this is just my machine name, so don't get confused about it. Earlier there were a lot of things that were there, like Micrometer, Prometheus, and Grafana were there, just being used for the monitoring application. So I can say ki, yeah, a lot of tools that Spring had Boot had come up, sorry, earlier also. They have come up with Equidator, which I have shown to you in my previous video how we used to about monitoring. So Spring Boot admin, actually Spring Boot admin in itself is a bit an application, okay, which is being used. So I will let you show you about it. I have two projects that are Maven projects. So one is a simple client which I have made, and that is the normal Spring Boot application, and one is a server which I have made. And there are some settings, that configurations that I have done. In that case, for specific server, this is my main application for which I am starting it. You can just note the annotation that is there at the rate enable admin server. So this is just the annotation that has come up. So that is basically, it's helping you to make it sure that it should be working up as an admin server, okay, the one of the projects. And let me show you the application properties right now. And these are the properties. I am not going in depth of these properties, because what is happening these days, the Spring Boot admin is letting you allow, if you want an email notifications on your particular email ID. So this is just a temporary and temporary words that is being written. Don't go into it. And this is just something, and temporary email address. My main focus is to that key. For an admin, I have kept these username and passwords. This application is being running on port 8080. And once I executed this application, so you can see here that is the two application that is being executed. So this is about Spring Boot admin. So as you can see in the logs, this is just a normal application which is being running on port 8080 right now. Okay, so this is just running on port 8080. But the best part about is just that you have to learn is specific to the client, because in the client there has a lot of configurations that has to be done. So I have told that where this is my admin client, this is my server port, and I always want an extensive logging to be there right now for this demo, although I'm not individually prefer it to be run on the prod. And health endpoint show check always. This is something client username passwords, which I will be telling you later on my tutorial. But yeah, here I have just shown you the admin server passwords. Okay, so these are just admin server passwords. And this is provide username password for Spring Boot admin to connect to the client. Okay, so this is just a another funda which I will be exposing you later on, but this is just a normal client application. Okay, so what I was telling you, that Spring Boot admin project as a come to monitor the individual microservices that we were being running up. And it's just a wrapper layer. When I see, it's just like you have a normal actuators, beam points are there. And after this Spring Boot admin had come up as a top layer over it. Okay, so it shows you the health status, it shows you your build info, cache matrices that we have already gone through. It shows you about your log levels and all those things that we have already gone. So just I will be bringing this project up live to you. So let me first stop in existing services that I have been running up. So there is have stopped this existing services. So first of all, what I will be bringing is my client. Okay, so for my client, this is the file. Just a minute. This is the client enable application. No need of an annotation for this apart from Spring Boot application. So I can see in the logs that client is being coming up. So client is already being started up on the port 608666. So the client is being already being running up in that specific port. And let me try one thing also apart from this. If my client is starting on the port, it was running on the port 60. It was running on the port 60886 if I'm correct. Okay, so yeah, this is my client which was being running on this port. Let me try because I haven't tried to get an individual logging to the client. Okay, and see, this is the application is up. I know that is being showing you the white label error page because there is no request mapping has been done, but this is the way that I have logged into the client. Okay, now I'm bringing up my server application also up along with you. Okay, so this is just my security configuration. So here I have done a bit of Spring security setting through web security configuration key, that which instances and permissions that is need to be permitted. So right now it's a bit hard coded, don't go to follow this. I will be uploading the same code in GitHub for you guys so that you can take and can try or enhance something which I may have missed it out in one of the repositories in the GitHub, and I will be sharing the link with you guys. So see, this is just an application which is being bringing up. It is being running on port 8080. So let me once again refresh this. And this is my application. This is my username, which I have already mentioned in the property files. And this is my password of this application. Okay, so here I am sorry, here I am copying this password and I have to enter it here, and I may be entering it, and you can see where the first instance of this application which is being up right now. So I think there is some error might have been crept up. Oh no, there is nothing such error that is crept up. It is saying that it is failed to initialize the dispatcher servlet. So let me start up a new instance of it. Just a minute, just to see what has went wrong in it. So if so everything is fine. Sorry. So it is showing me that one instance is already up because my client is already up, as you can see in the server log also that my admin client application is already up, and I am running my application and server here. So apart from this, if I go and I want to see what is happening specific to this machine, so here I can see the matrices. Okay, about post, what is localhost, about URI. So if any success has come up for this, so it has been already showing me about the count, the total max time and all those things. It shows me about all the environment details. My one of the client which is being running on 60886 port, it is showing me all the OS versions details. This is my home directory, and this is Katrina home location and all those things. It is showing me apart from my system environment variables. So guys, this is something very really nice to see. All this is showing the usernames and all those things, the path variables and all those things. It shows me the beans, guys. So this is showing me the scope of also these beans. So this is something really fantastic. If we see that what are the beans, what are the scope, it shows me all the dependencies that servlet application factory class is being loaded, manager, builder, publishers. So it shows you all the beans. I think they haven't come up. Let's say if I have to come up with which is the bean which is coming up with the application factory and all those. It shows me my configuration properties, guys. This is also one of the thing best about loggers. It gives me application logger that has been there in this package. So right now info 11 log is there. Okay, right now within my application, so we'll be exploring it. It gives me about my threads which is being executed at per the particular timestamps. Finalizer is being running up, dispatcher, servlet, heap dumps. In web, it shows me about my all the mappings, equator beans and equator caches, cache.
So this is something really, it's showing you every method, and traces has been happening it out. So that is something really, logging, audit logs, which previous access to the result was there and which was failed and success. Caching, so caching manager is there, you can clear if something is there and you can clear and confirm this thing. So guys, this is the normal Spring Boot, which you can enable. I will be configuring my projects, so and you can start monitoring. So this is something an admin offers you a nice UI layer on the top of all Accreditor endpoints and Beans health checks configurations. You can centrally monitor your applications within the application's multiple instances. So that's all about in very short, guys, and we'll catch up you in the next tutorial. Thank you and have a great weekend. Bye bye.